Got Aaron on the line from Fagan Associates. Every Tuesday we talk about financial stuff. How are you, Aaron?
I'm really good. How are you, Randy?
I am good. Now, you sent over an article for me about the Mad Money guy. I'll be flipping around the TV and I'll see this guy, Jim Cramer, yelling about stuff. He kind of scares me, to be honest with you. But he's got 25 rules of investing. Are there any of those on the list that kind of hit home with you?
You know, there's a lot of them on the list. You know, he's quite the polarizing figure. I'm not the biggest fan, but, you know, to say he doesn't have anything good to say, you know, in my opinion would be a lie. So, you know, he has some good rules of investing that he came up with. And, you know, the first one is dollar cost averaging. You know, don't put all your money in the market at once. And that's one that kind of stuck out to me, too, especially during the election time. We got a lot of calls like, you know, should I contribute to my IRA this month? And, you know, half with investing in the stock market is just having a consistent approach to it. And, you know, dollar cost averaging, let's say putting, you know, 10% of, you know, your paycheck in your IRA every month or 401k is a good idea. And it's just, you know, it's good to get in the habit of saving. So I thought that was a great one to start.
Okay. Yeah. That way you're buying, you know, a few when it's priced high and you're buying a lot when it's priced low. Makes sense.
Exactly. You know, yeah. The market's up 53% of days, but it's up 74% of years. So, you know, if you just kind of get your money in the market, you know, sometimes it'll work out well, sometimes it won't work out as well, but you know, in the end, you know, it's always a good decision.
Okay, what other things caught your eye?
What's funny too is another one that caught my eye was don't listen to the people in the media, you know, which is kind of funny because, you know, now we're doing a Jim Cramer thing, but I think that's a great one too. Is, you know, we always get people calling. And it seems like you can tell who's watching CNBC at the time. They'll call and be like, what do you think of this stock? And it's like, well, you know, I'm watching CNBC too. I just heard, you know, this analyst get on and say the exact same things you said. So, you know, have your own, I guess, approaches to investing. And, you know, don't just listen to anyone and do your own due diligence, I guess. Yeah, I
saw one on there that was be a TV critic. So it kind of falls in the same line there.
Yeah, you know, it really falls right in the same line there, too. And, you know, everything's breaking news now, too. The media just wants you to watch, you know, so they don't care if the market's going up or down. They just care it's going somewhere. You know, the thing they don't want is the market to go nowhere.
Well, we did have breaking Kardashian news a little earlier today, Aaron, so, you know, we got to do what we got to do.
That's true.
And was there anything else in there that caught your eye?
You know, I think another one that fits, I guess, this time frame now is diversify to control risk. You know, I think that's huge. Especially in the past year or so when a lot of people at home with COVID watching CNBC, you know, they get caught up in, you know, like the GameStops of the world or AMC. You know, they tend to put too much money towards one stock and, you know, or one sector. And what we always say to people is, you know, diversify is a way to control risk as much as it is to have performance in the market. You know, so we think this is smart. You know, have 10, 15 holdings in your portfolio, in your equity portfolio, to control risk. And, you know, when you are wrong, at least you'll have other sectors there that tend to do well, or, you know, or having bonds that hold up way better when the market pulls back. Okay. I'm talking to Aaron at Fagan Associates. You know, one that caught my mind was no one made a dime by panicking. Yeah. And, you know, that's true, too. And, you know, I think we saw that a lot again during COVID, you know, when the market went down, you know, precipitously, down 35% or so, and it came back in about 2 months. So, you know, I think what you have to do is, you know, kind of take a step back, look at your time horizon, and, you know, always just make sure you're allocated correctly. You know, if you're older, in retirement, having a 60-40 stock to bond portfolio, and just always have correct allocations and never jump into all cash. Because that never works out, because you have to jump into all cash at the right time and you got to get back into the market at the right time, and both of those are near impossible. Okay, we're talking to Aaron at Fagan Associates. Aaron, now if somebody saw something, you know, on TV or something that kind of scared them or whatever, how do they get in touch with you? Just get some good advice. Hey, you can call us at 518-279-1044. You can go on our website at faganasset.com. We have a contact page on there that you can ask us questions, or you can email me at aaron.fagan@faganassociates.com. Cool. Well, Aaron, we appreciate your time and your thoughts on all this stuff. Great. Thanks a lot, Randy. All right. We'll talk to you next week. All right. Have a good week. All right. You too. Bye. Bye. The River Morning Show with Randy and Rachel.